Yeah, I really like the animation. I feel like a lot of the first season started getting a little bit repetitive at times in that, you know, same kind of formula where it's like, go into a gate, there's a whole bunch of baddies, all the other guys start getting wrecked, and then Jinwoo steps in at the last second and like wrecks all the bad guys, you know, kind of following that formula for a lot of it. But it is one of those shows that does get like right into it. It's not padded out or anything like that. It doesn't feel like there's any filler content by any means. It does get like right into it. Yeah, kind of like that essentially. And what else to say about it? And the animation is fantastic. Like when it actually wants to go hard in a fight scene, oh my god, it goes hard. Like, so if it's just like characters talking and like character relationships and stuff like that, then I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles X primarily and watching that on the side. But the moment that like a fight starts, with the way they handle the animation, it's like, okay, I gotta pause this. Let's start looking at that, because holy crap, you know, is very much the way that it is. There's a new thing here now with Gwyn. I need a dog. I'm pretty sure I already have my pet dog. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend solo leveling to a friend because it has quite a few issues, but when it's good, it's really good. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I definitely wouldn't say that's perfect by any means. Like the whole repetitive formula kind of thing for a lot of it, of just same old, go into the gate, everyone else gets wrecked, and then he cleans up. And that's what I've been finding with season 2 a decent bit as well. But it does oftentimes get like right to the point, not padding things out. Like I recently got fully caught up on One Piece, and holy crap, does that pad things out. Really good anime, I quite like the story, but man, does that pad things out. So leveling is my guilty pleasure anime. I'm not proud of liking it, but I do, fair enough.
Hey, what's up?
My Taekwondo instructor knew what solo leveling was. This past weekend, after I spent the day helping out at testing, the black belt volunteers are always treated to like a dinner after the fact. So we went and had dinner, and I was sitting across from the head instructor of the school, and we ended up chatting about 3D printing stuff. And I was showing him some of the pictures of some of the things I had 3D printed. And one of the things I showed as like a cool thing that I could 3D print was the Night Killer dagger that I had 3D printed for Guzma. And as my Taekwondo instructor was looking at it, he was like, "Oh, that's from, wait, don't tell me, solo leveling." I was like, "Yeah, it is." I was kind of surprised that he knew. Hey Harmonia, how's it going? I was just petting that dog of yours. What an adorable little pup. It really brightened my day. I know it's a different breed, but it reminds me of this Yorkshire Terrier that lived in my neighborhood back on Earth. I was so jealous of that little guy. They're jealous of the dog's food. Asked Gwen if the dog had a beautiful odor he desired. These are not things that you would ask somebody. His owner? Yeah, the wife of the family that owned the dog was actually a total knockout. They were really wealthy, but nice too. I never rubbed it in anyone's face. But no, that wasn't what I was jealous of. I was jealous of the way they treated that dog like a member of the family. It's better than the way a lot of actual people are treated. The whole family took it for walks every day, they ate together, they watched TV together. They were pretty much inseparable. Yeah, that was like me and Jesse. Meanwhile, both my parents were so busy that I barely saw them at all. I spent most of my days alone, or maybe with friends. But now I have a little more perspective. Compared to Arena, I came from a happy family. I mean, I liked my parents, you know? That's why I wanted to spend more time with them. When I grew older and got a dog of my own, I felt a lot less lonely all the time, but anyway, yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to get all mopey on you. I just want to say they have a real cute dog. Man, wouldn't it be great if all the indigents here on Miro were cute dogs instead of big slobbery monsters? Now I'll never get that image out of my head. Completed Gwen's heart-to-heart canine conversation. But yeah, hey, who said you could pet my dog? Yeah, I just come over here super confrontationally. Alright, there's one other man on ship over here. L at nighttime. Let's go see this one. Get these hammed out. Because these will give me affinity points anyway, so may as well use this. If I have to see these heart-to-hearts at some point anyway, may as well do it now while it makes progress towards maxing out, instead of me getting maxed out and then doing these later, and then they contribute to nothing, you know? Gotta play efficiently. Yeah, Lao is all done there. you're not done, but I kind of want to use you during story quests because I want to showcase new characters, so you're not high on my priority list for doing random stuff like this. Oh my god, the lag. So now that you're nearly done this game, thoughts? I don't know if I'd say that I'm nearly done this game. I mean, if I bum rush through. I mean, I am strong enough right now that realistically I could beat the final boss as is. I have no doubt. So I guess I'm almost done from that perspective. It is better than the Wii U version in a lot of ways. Like, I like the new art style and stuff. I like that there's additional content. I still much prefer the convenience of the Wii U gamepad, being able to see... Oh, I guess I never came to this side before. Of being able to look at the segment map and how my icon is moving across it. You can't do that in this game. You have to pause and look at the segment map here to, like, pull it up. It was kind of nice just being able to, like, look at the Wii U gamepad and be able to see, like, where I'm going across. Or as I'm running, I'm, like, doing my probe network and I'm, like, multitasking and stuff like that. And I'm doing it a whole lot faster than in this version. So there are some things that I do honestly prefer about the Wii U original. But for the most part, I do find this better. I find the lag issues of this terrible. Like, I know that the Nintendo Switch is a piece of shit a lot of the time. But man, when I was grinding and doing overdrive against a bunch of enemies, it actually made me want to quit this game at points, especially after having played this game at 60 FPS on Cemu. Right now, all I can do is really hold out for how this game is going to play it on the Switch too, because oh my god, this actually feels terrible to play sometimes. But I've also been enjoying, like, playing it in handheld mode. Like, sometimes being out and about on the go, having my Switch in handheld mode, and be making progress and doing quest lines like Professor B's quest line or grinding against guys in overdrive on this tablet on the go that I wouldn't be able to do with the Wii U original. So for the most part, I am liking it more than the Wii U original. But there are still some things that I like about the Wii U original more. What a pleasing coincidence to see you here, Harmonia. Oh, perhaps it is destiny. And there's so many quality of life improvements and stuff too. Like, this is the definitive better version. But not in every way, I'd say here. Hello, Colin. It's going pretty alrighty here. I don't know why my brain interpreted that. I'm so used to people coming in and saying, how's it going? And my brain interpreted that, even though that wasn't at all what was said, and my brain is malfunctioning here. That's how it goes. I think what I wanted to do was ask how it's going, and instead I start answering it, because that's just how my brain operated. After enjoying some idle chit-chat with Mr. Nagi, we were attempting to play a little word game that he taught us. It is a game played by many Earth cultures called Shiratori, Word Chain, and Antakshari, among other names. The rules are simple. Choose a word that begins with the final sound of the previous word, yet our attempts to play have all ended in failure. Does that have to do with the whole language translating thing on Mira? Play with L to help him improve his skills. Then you started streaming super early, but then I remembered that you're living in the same country as me. I did start streaming super early. Like, usually I stream later in the day rather than the mornings like I did today. But today was a Nintendo Direct, so we did the Nintendo Direct and are now doing a little bit of Xenoblade X afterwards. We are most grateful. Then if we may be so bold, would you choose a word with which to start the game? Game. Quite fine. Mr. Nagi had mentioned that a straightforward word is the typical opening. Then we must say a word that begins with an sound, like mimeosome. It's strange how we don't seem to have any problem playing this game with you, but we're so unsuccessful when playing with others. Yeah, it's a language thing. Oh, but of course, you're exactly right. How could we not have realized that? Each of the players in the game was speaking an entirely different language. They were speaking English, the Noppon was speaking Noppon, and the Manon was speaking Manon. Somehow we were able to communicate, but of course the sounds that formed our words would have differed from language to language. We are so glad we came to you with this problem. Your powers of perspiration are second to none. So we must attain a sufficient level of fluency in the Manon language to play word games properly. Can you even learn the other languages with the whole, like, automatic translation thing of the planet? It's settled then. If you'll excuse us, we have a great deal of studying to do. Or how exactly would that work? Would you ever truly hear the Manon language? I'm getting so many storage probes, holy crap. Do you have any plans to go back to Skull and Bones? That playthrough that was never finished. Yeah, any day now. Just hold out a little bit longer. I'm sure you have like a major itch to see more Skull and Bones content on this channel any day now. Just hold out a little bit longer, I promise. Right onto the rooftop here. Yeah, Tomodachi Life 3, a Nintendo game you would like to get for real, for real? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are probably pretty hyped about that game. Was it on the roof? And I just, it was. Darn you. Watch this. Hardcore parkour. Let's see here. This is Skull and Bones Mech Edition, that's right. Let's see here. Doug, you're out. Let's get like Gwyn back in here. I'll get some affinity with you from story quests and stuff anyway. Sure, do that. Let's see here. Everyone has been patiently waiting for you to go back to Skull and Bones. It was the best performing series on your channel, was it now? And yeah, fair enough. Hey, Harmonia. Check it out. I just bought a new car. This is the car that I gave to Professor B for his Mirror Mobile, because I gave him the most expensive option in this playthrough, because I was like, whatever. I don't remember what difference it made, so I just went most expensive. And I know that makes like no difference. I now remember. Well, pretty nice, right? So I just wasted like 100,000 credits for no reason on a car like this. Why'd you buy a car? What for? What do you think? Well, LA is only gonna grow bigger and bigger, right? Even just shopping without a car is gonna be a real hassle one of these days. It's not like you can drive your Skell everywhere. Fuel economy would be terrible for one. And parking? Forget it. So what kind of car would you want to buy? A 1953 Fargo, high-performance 2-passenger car? Say a large sport utility vehicle? Say a big bus that seats 40 with a huge wheel? Sure, high-performance 2-passenger car, I guess. I see you and I have a common hobby. I just can't fully appreciate the open road without a proper sports car. Only problem is that you gotta watch the speed limits around here. They come down especially hard on us blades, and the fines are usually a small fortune. Yeah, I never really speed anyway, so it's kind of interesting how you can tell so much about someone's personality from the car they want to drive, and if they want to speed. I bet Lau used to drive an SUV. He probably used it to go camping with his family. I wish we still lived in a peaceful world like that, but I imagine we won't be back there for a long time. Well, at least I can still enjoy a brief drive during my breaks. Anyway, take care, Harmonia. Play Doug's Heart to Heart, Pastimes and Pride. There we go. Let's go, Doug. Doug deserves it. Yeah, he enjoys to spoil himself. He deserves to indulge a little bit. The one of my coworkers, my mom was telling me about this the other day. So one of my coworkers who has a Maserati in the household because her husband is very into vehicles and really wanted to have a Maserati. They're not like loaded or anything, but really wanted that to be like, you know, a big ticket item in their lives just because like he really likes those kinds of cars. Apparently it had a flat tire recently, and that doesn't come with like a spare tire that you can put on. They had to get it towed to the shop. And apparently they didn't have any tires that were the exact same kind. And on that kind of car, you need them all to be the exact same kind. So like one blown tire means you have to replace everything. And then while it's in the shop, get things like oil change done. And my mom was saying that it was like $4,500 or something like that all in all. And that oil change alone on that vehicle is like $400. And it's like, my God, I can't even imagine that. What's this one here? That's L. Let's see. Yeah, sure, something like that. But I should start recruiting other party members to start working at. It's probably not a bad idea. I think when I get, like, the new Skell, I'll be able to get a new party member with that, and then I can work at them. But I'll probably be using them in a bunch of story missions just for the sake of showcasing new characters, so I probably still want to showcase, like... So I probably still want to do stuff like this with other characters that I'm just generically grinding away at. Oh, my pet needs to be a cat, is what needs to be the case. Let's really quickly go check in over here, because I think I gathered the crap for this thing. Phew. What in the name of science were those creatures? I was on my way to Biano Lake when a pack of them forced me to turn tail and run back here. This planet is certainly generous with ways to die violently, isn't it? Were you hurt? A few bumps from occasionally stumbling, but worry not. Dr. Stakata has treated far worse, haven't I? I'll have myself patched up in no time. That's my report. What about you? Were you able to track down those assassin springtails? Yeah, I sure was. Here you go. How astonishing. Thank you so much. You blades never fail to impress, do you? All right, Frazee. A deal is a deal, isn't it? Let's have some of your miracle water. I never expected you to actually track down 2 assassin springtails. Very well. As you say, I made a promise. I shall stand by it. Now, I assume you have no further business here. Then I must ask that a brutish unbeliever like yourself never return to our church. Good day. So this is their miracle water then. I must say, it looks just like every other water I've experienced. Slurp. I see, yes. This tastes just like... Still, I need to analyze it more closely before I can be certain of anything, don't you think? I like to... That's kind of cool. I'd like to ask you to visit Biano Lake water purification plant and see if anything seems amiss. Is that okay with you? I'll stop by when I'm in the area. And we can gather one more piece of evidence from there to tie to this case. Well, maybe be able to pin Frazee down? Let's meet back here once we're done, okay? Let's see here. Let's really quickly Blade Barracks. Yeah. I need a pet cat for a second here. Little bit of back and forth. Customization center. Note, wrong thing. Barracks customization. Pets. Yep, that one. There we go. And then we go out this way. We do the heart-to-heart that's here. Get everybody to like me so much. Yeah, should I just go do some of these other affinity quests to unlock other characters so I have other people to start like working away at affinity with? Because I have a bunch of characters that are about to be maxed and not all that many people that, you know, really need a lot to be worked away at yet. A fine day to you, my friend. Look at the way this cat is staring at us with such expectant eyes. Perhaps it is aware that it has reached its peak of quality and is eager to be cooked and eaten? Yeah, we're not like that here, I hope. We wondered why no one else had beaten us to it. It is forbidden to eat cats, categorically. We mean no disrespect, but this human custom strikes us as peculiar. After all, you eat birds, do you not? Of course, we understand why you would refrain from eating Noppon as the prone do. The Noppon are beings that are capable of communicating with us. But neither cats nor chickens can speak. So then what means do you use to determine which are food and which are not? I mean, admittedly, there's a bit more to it than that. It's a bit of both here. Cute looking animals, I don't know. We see, but even that is a highly subjective distinction. Then again, perhaps that is typical of humanity. Well, different strikes for different blokes, as you say. This diversity seems to be one of humanity's defining features. For example, our interventions occasionally have minor defects that may lead to suboptimal user experiences, such as electrocution or severe burns. When we upset a Manon, we give the complainant a pizza and all is forgiven, but humans are seldom mollified by cheese-covered dough discs. Instead, we must listen to each human's grievances and respond individually. It's quite tiresome. But ultimately, humanity is stronger for such diversity. It's what gives you such limitless potential. We would like to learn more about humanity, to witness the breadth of your potential firsthand. Perhaps rearing a cat would give us some valuable insight into this matter. And as you humans say, he who hesitates is a loser. We'll speak to Defense Secretary Nagi and ask him to requisition a cat for us immediately. Complete El's heart-to-heart kitty chow. But yeah. I left the squad, what? Don't even know all the other characters? Hope, HB, Yelv. I don't know here. I should know, I don't remember. What's his name? Oh god. That's not Bose. Is that Bose? This is Bose. This one is, what was his name? Dang it, this is Murderous. That's Alexa. This is another new character. Oh god, what? Fry! Fry is what his name is. Bottoms up. Yeah. Yeah, so, Hope, HB, Yelv. You're the only one that I don't remember right now, Foggy Dilemma. Oh, you're the one that, are you the one that had, like, the quest line that led to the whole stuff with J-bodies, or was that Yelv? That might have been Yelv. I don't remember here. What's HB's deal? He's like, we are rivals now? Pretty much. And he's just like, I always excel in everything, and you could never hope to match up to me. Will I never stop excelling, is what HB is like. We can put it to a vote what party member I should, get next. Is there any other heart-to-hearts to do? Is this one over here, the next L one, it looks like. Like, we could go get HB. He's basically Xenoblade Chronicles X's Akos. Is what he essentially looks like. Let's see. This away. How's it going, man? Ah, my dear friend Harmonia. We were hoping you'd come by today. We just signed a major distribution deal with a food manufacturer. Are you surprised? We bet you're wondering which of our inventions will be of interest to a food company. Well, let us tell you, it's a low-calorie, highly addictive medicinal salsa. It's made entirely out of local Miran fruits and vegetables, including kosei beans, charupa leaves, and cran jelly. It has virtually no calories and helps regulate blood sugar while promoting good intestinal health. Do we have intestines? Its flavor profile is so complementary with processed meats, it makes hot dogs exponentially more delicious when applied as a topping. So delicious, in fact, that test subjects will eat as many hot dogs as you give them in a single sitting. Well, are you impressed? You know how much we value your opinion. I'm a little bit worried. That is quite perceptive of you. The salsa itself may be free of calories, but that isn't true of hot dogs. The addictive properties would all but ensure that our customers would overeat and grow fat. What a scandal it would be when customers started growing obese off of a salsa marketed as being low in calories. Can mimizomes grow obese? But isn't there another side to this scenario? What of the hot dog makers who grow insanely wealthy from our addicted customers? They would emerge with the greatest profits of all, stealing the spotted light from us entirely. And when the inevitable class action lawsuit hits, who do you think will be paying the damages? A poor salsa maker? Or the mighty hot dog cabal? As you can see, we've studied your culture. So, are you impressed now? Quid L's heart-to-heart salsa salvo. Wow, okay. Not the way I expected that heart-to-heart to go. Is dude's name just L? It's like, Latarouche or something like that. I forget what it is. But he just goes by L anyway, is the case. I have a bunch of quests that I can just, like, finish off while I'm here anyway. Because I have the things for them. Yeah, I have things for them, so I may as well just redeem them quickly. Oh, what's your face? I have the stuff done. Panyar is fascinating to watch. It's just one fresh new idea after the next with her. If we can bring those ideas to market, I really think we can revolutionize the way men and women dress. And how are you progressing? Are the materials and measurements ready? Here you go. Great, and this should be plenty. We can start cutting samples right away. Say, Panyar, once the samples are done, will you be the first to model one for us? I would be very, very, very happy to be the first ever underwear in Man on history, wouldn't I? Excellent. We'll have them stitched in no time flat. But yeah, he is capitalism if they were a person. He really is. He's got a good head on his shoulders when it comes to how to handle things there. Perfect. They're ready when you are, Panyar. Copy that. I'll be right back, okay? I can't wait to see how they feel on me. What is this? Being squeezed like this is very, very, very uncomfortable, you know? This isn't fashion. It's bondage. Do you really wear things like these? Aren't they so awful? I prefer going commando. Right? This crushy, squeezy feeling is unbearable, isn't it? I'm taking these off right now. I think I got hearts with Gwyn for saying that. I thought I might die for a minute. Even for fashion, there are limits to what I'll do, okay? I suppose underwear could be a bit of a hard sell if you aren't used to it. I didn't think of that. Maybe we should try approaching the Manot customer through cosmetics instead. That reminds me. Victoria, you have a very nice smell. Better than most other humans, right? Were you maybe born different? I wear perfume. It's an aromatic spray made from a combination of pleasing scents. I hate perfume so much. Like, some people are really into it. I genuinely like despise it. It irritates my nose so much. I'll get into an elevator at work and you can tell when someone's been in the elevator recently with perfume, and it just makes me want to start coughing profusely. Like, I get putting on something like deodorant just so that's like you don't smell like shit, just so that, like, your sweat isn't smelling and stuff, but that's just, you don't want to be bad, not you want to go from like neutral to smelling good. Like, I don't like that, and it just kind of irritates me when I'm near people that are wearing perfume, but that's me. Oh, another form of invisible fashion, yes? Excellent. I think men are much more likely to enjoy this, no? Please don't. A new fragrance made especially for the men on women. I think it might actually work. Don't encourage spreading a perfume. I would hate that. I would be like, I want no part of this, realistically. Then it's time for our good friend to go collect the scents we man on enjoy, right? After that, we can mix them up into a dangerously fresh new perfume, yes? Like, I'm definitely someone that is sensitive to perfumes. But yeah, interesting dialogue there. Perfume smells of pain. Yes, 100% agree. I hate perfume. Here, what was this quest line again? Was this one of the ones where it's like, depending on what you say, like, it could be a very different outcome? I don't remember. But I may as well go redeem it. I don't think it was this one. Damn, that rowdy potamus. If Aphrodite were in fighting shape, I'd be out there enacting some serious revenge instead of standing here like a chump. I'm so mad. I feel like I'm going crazy. What am I supposed to do, huh? Oh, that's what I killed that guy for. I just saw there was a guy I needed to kill out in the field, and I didn't remember what quest it was for. Come again? You killed it for me? Oh man, you must be a blade like me. You're a marvel, an angel, to the point where I find it hard to believe this Manon brought you here. Phew, alright. As long as that monster gods do, I can rest easy. Now I just have to make my beloved Aphrodite more beautiful than ever. You've managed to stabilize the subject's state, haven't you? So, this is anger, is it? It seems you humans have a feral, animalistic aspect to you, right? Yep. But this has yielded superb data regardless. Now then, I have a lead on the next test subject if you'd care to follow me. Oh, that's the next one where, there's a, very different outcome depending on things. Yeah, I may as well talk there really quickly, and then it'll give me the next thing I need to do out in the world, and then I can do it whenever I'm going through the area. Gotta play all efficiently here and stuff, you know? Is what you gotta do. Hi. I don't know, maybe it's not the quest I'm thinking of. I remember there's like one where you have to like help somebody's relationship, and either they love one another or they hate one another, depending on like which item you choose to give them, and it takes place somewhere over there or something. This is my next test subject. She appears to be in a state of sorrow, doesn't she? Pardon me, but may I ask what sequence of events is responsible for your sorrow? What? How did you know My newly invented emotionometer can detect your emotional state at a mere glance, you see? Depressed brainwave activity, low body temperature. These are all symptoms of sorrow, are they not? Your case is quite conclusive, isn't it? Now your eyes are secreting alkaline fluid, aren't they? I've heard about such human tears. A blade regular of mine. He died fighting out there. His name was Bobby. He'd always sit there at the counter and order a burger. I never got tired of him, and then he'd tell me some terrible joke while he ate. He may have been a dope and a slob, but he was like a son to me. Her sorrow numbers are escalating rapidly, aren't they? This is fantastic data. Be more considerate. Considerate? That word seems to bear a highly complex and situational nuance, does it not? It's frankly inscrutable, so maybe I should leave this situation to your discretion? So, what are you here for anyway? You came to cheer me up? That's awfully sweet of you. I mean, nothing anyone does can bring Bobby back, but I just wish I had something to remember him by is all, like the wristwatch he always wore. Anyway, if I had a little memento, I'd feel like he was always close to me somehow. This must relate to your human occult beliefs, though keeping a dead person close to oneself sounds terrifying, doesn't it? But very well, I ask that you retrieve this wristwatch as soon as possible, okay? But wait, you're going to track it down for me just like that? I still do not understand you people at all, but I guess you seem like nice folks. There, if I'm in the area, I can go grab it then. One of Tomodachi Life 3 will have makeup from Switch Metopia? That'd be interesting. I could collect that, but do I really feel like it? That's a whole quest line there. There's the Sunslag Rises. That's the gathering information. Oh, I reached there. I reached there first, and then Mr. Guy called in a distress call, and he was like, come back here immediately. I forgot about that. Should I just... Sure. Have all the things accepted. I think he tells me to come to like a particular location or something. This is at night, I'm pretty sure here. Fine, screw it. I'm getting a bunch of stuff in my inventory. Pretty sure I need to do this one at night. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff ready to do out and about in the world. Intel. What the heck is the, That's you meet him at the diner at night. Would have to be like late night. Late night. But yeah. Could definitely make that. I'm pretty decently far. I just cleared chapter 7 here recently. 2 more chapters and I'll get Scaled Flight. And I should be able to mostly bum rush through the game. Like, I'm confident I could beat the final boss at my current strength at this point. And the game goes up until chapter 12, originally. And then I've heard that there's a new chapter 13, part 1, 2, and 3. So I guess you could argue it goes up to 15 chapters now. Thank you for coming. I suppose I should begin with an explanation of the incident. Anyway, yes, it was a short while after we crashed here on Mira, just over a month ago now. A large convoy of blades were transporting a sizable shipment of rare white gold, but then they suddenly disappeared, and their cargo along with them. They called the few of us who remained the Celeste Three, but this was no paranormal phenomenon such as the urban legends claim. Where are the other survivors? An excellent question, my friend, for that is at the very heart of the incident. Was it aliens? Ghosts? Something else? Alas, no. It was simply a slaughter. Briggs, the team leader, wanted the white gold for himself and, maddened by the sickness of greed, began killing the others. And I helped him. God save me, but I did. In fear for our own lives, myself and a man named Morehouse helped murder our own. Briggs had us move the white gold to a hiding place. I tried to... There we go. Then sent out an SOS and waited for help to arrive. We swore to tell no one of our dark deeds, and to a man bespoke an oath of silence. Then we returned to the city and assumed the role of victims, just 3 men caught up in an inexplicable incident. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo probably showed it off because it's a new game that they have on the way that a lot of people have been, like, hoping for a while. And they would have presumably had in development for years now at this point. It's not like they would have had something in development for years, debate about whether they want to show it off, but now is when some YouTuber was deciding that they were playing it and showcasing it, so now is when Nintendo decides to unveil it. Like, that's not how that would work. I'm gonna blame you. I don't deny my part in this, but what justice can be served while the man behind the slaughter goes free? If his atrocities can be brought to light, I'll happily accept whatever punishment awaits. Unfortunately, Briggs was a step ahead of us the whole time. He vanished soon after we returned to NLA, along with the white gold. After this whole chain of events, all I was left with was a marble-sized chunk of white gold ore. We must take it and meet with Morehouse. He was closer to Briggs than I was, and may know something of his current whereabouts. Morehouse is a suspicious man, but this bauble should convince him, for he and I hold the only 2 in existence. I leave this in your hands then. Just remember that he is in the same circumstances as I. Once he realizes what's happening, I'm certain he'll cooperate. Alright, but yeah, and this would have presumably been in development for a decent while before this point, and would have been available during this coming direct one way or another. Yeah, this one goes a whole bunch of crap around here. Ah, crap. This is what happens when I play Xenoblade Chronicles X, I swear. Man. This is just what happens. Oh. I thought it was down here. Do I really want to do all this? Eventually, it'll give me an objective out in the world. And then I can do that when I'm conveniently on the way. Just gotta do some quick chatting and stuff after all, right? I don't remember whether... I know this is a quest I've done, like, in this game before in general. I don't know if it's one that I did, like, in my playthrough 3 years ago or not. Who are you? Why are you here? I want to be left alone. If you've got no business here, get going. And if you do, make it quick. The Celeste 3, I have nothing to say to you. Also, again, Lynn, I'll get some affinity while I'm doing like some story mission and stuff anyway. Ella's almost maxed out. I really gotta get some other party members here in a second.
Something you need?
Who are you? Why are you here? I want to be left alone. Briggs. Fosdyke? The name is vaguely familiar, but I have no recollection of the man. Here, a white gold ore. They gave you that, did he? Well, I'll be. Seems the man sees something worthwhile in you. I assume he told you I'm not the trusting type. Well, I'm also not stupid enough to put my life in some stranger's hands. I need you to pass a test before this goes any further, so I can do that out in the world at some point. Go kill 5 C4 fixes. If you can't handle at least that much, Briggs will eat you alive. Yeah. So now I'm free to go do that when I feel like doing that. Here. Let's go get some stuff here. I probably would have done Sunset Rises playing this a while back. Oh, this is just the information gathering thing. So, large container. So there's information right here. There we go. A human woman was forcibly dragging one of those bug guys towards the east gate. Or this kidnapping, right? Or bug napping? Either way, I should have done something. Yeah, you should have done something. You totally should have. Let's see here. I'll go report to Corwin. This is what I'm gonna do. Because he was like, oh, come back immediately. After I got the location on the way. There's an emergency. Glad to see you're safe. Didn't get attacked by any weird hostiles out there, did you? Why are you worried? Seems Bates ran across a strange mob of Puges led by a powerful black skull. Last transmission we got from him, they totaled his skull and sent him packing. I know that there's some quest line that leads up to a skull that you then unlock in Time Attack. I don't know if this is the one or a different one. We're headed out there to grab Bates now. I don't know who these punks are, but they messed with the wrong team. Good luck. Yeah, the hair looks cooler now, doesn't it? Damn, you're a real softy, aren't you? Can't make any promises on what you'll find waiting for you out there, understand? But even so, you still want to go? You're willing to risk your neck for our friend? Yeah, whenever I'm in the area, I guess. Well, if you're offering, I'd be an idiot not to take you up on it. Last we heard, Bates sent up an SOS from Everwhelm Falls in Noxilum. We'll be tracking him as well, which means we'll get this idiot home alive no matter what it takes. Alright, well, I'll do that when I'm in the area. There's a thing here. Oh, that's another Sunset Rises thing. The Ivysaur looks interesting with the glasses. May as well get the info really quickly so I get an objective out in the world. The info is right here. There we go. Woman dragging the Xeno stole a vehicle before it could be refueled. On that amount of gas, she probably couldn't get any further than the entrance to Oblivia. Well, how do you know that she went to Oblivia? Okay, that's all the green things around here. No, it's not. I have to report back there for Sunset Rises. This is what happens when you play Xenoblade X, I swear. It's just what happens. Hi. Have you learned anything of Sunset's whereabouts? Likely in Oblivia. Oblivia? Troubling news. But it is good fortune he was not killed on the spot. That seems to indicate they feel we are of enough use to merit keeping alive. There may still be time to save Sunset. We'll make preparation to travel to Oblivia at once. Yeah, I'll do it the next time I'm in the area. It is best we hurry. The Ova is quite restless. I believe this to be a sign of larger things to come. You are especially attuned to the Ova's nuanced activity. Your concerns certainly merit consideration. I request that you travel on ahead and aid Sunset however you can, Harmonia. Whatever his condition, we will use the extent of our knowledge to see him brought home safely, provided he is alive. I'll agree here. Definians possess considerable combat prowess, but I am confident you will be victorious. Now please make for Oblivion and aid Sunset. Alright, now everything is done here. Ivysaur is epic. One of the people I know has a Boba OC and they're really cute. Nice. Now I've done all the things that I can around here. Okay, so in terms of affinity missions, why don't I try changing this up? I would like to get a character from some characters from the main game just to you know, have them around and start building up affinity. But I may as well prioritize the ones that I didn't already have in my first playthrough. So if I control F, Hope Springs, do I have all 141 items up? Yeah, I do. So I don't think I did Hope Springs Eternal. Foggy Dilemma, did I do that? I didn't do most, I don't think. I didn't do that one. A New Rival, I'm pretty sure I did that. A New Rival? Yeah, I did that. That's part 17. And my guy's shirtless in the thumbnail, I see. So I've done that. So I should prioritize doing the other ones here. Oh, that's another new kind of one there. Okay. Spy Games. I need to do that one at some point anyway for the story. But that one doesn't necessarily unlock a new character. Meeting Yelv. Meeting Yelv. Yeah, I haven't done that one. Ties That Bind, I don't remember if I have to do that at some point. This one I have to do, I think, before the next story quest. Bottoms Up, I don't think I've done that one. I have choices. Oh, no, I did that one. That's part 28 of my last series, is Bottoms Up. So maybe I won't do that one, and I'll prioritize doing some other ones, is what I might just do. Okay, yeah, so I'm continuing to showcase content that's different from my last playthrough. Accept Marry Me basic mission, did I accept that? Maybe I'll do Hope Springs Eternal. I'm pretty sure Hope is the first one in the list anyway, right?